I grew up 25 miles north of Memphis, Tennessee, small town called Covington. My parents were one generation away from sharecropping, and we were farmers. All of the black people around me, with the exception of teachers, were either in the same state as my family, poor, or poorer. We had no health insurance, so we never went to the doctor. But when I think about it, everybody that I knew did that, right? When I was 12, I had mumps and measles because it was going around in the school. And for some reason, I got a fever. And all I can remember is going to bed with a fever. When I woke up, I was in the hospital. My brother bought me a set of encyclopedias. And so literally I read the encyclopedias over the summer and the Bible. Like I would do it every summer so I could build this big vocabulary and ensure that I get in college. And so I think that was the thing for me. There was a world in those encyclopedias and in the Bible that I strived, that I wanted to be a part of. So I went off to college. I mean, I was a smart chick. And I don't say that braggingly. The Lord had given me a good brain, and so I did really well. And I graduated from college. I worked 5 years for a company and decided to go back and get my master's, and then I came to P&G. And I had a fabulous career at P&G. And then, of course, I always wanted to be a mother. I think I overachieved in that area because I just remember how devastated I was when my dad died. So when I was 27, I had to have a P&G physical. And the doctor that did the physical said to me, "How long have you had this murmur? This is like a serious heart murmur." I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" And he said, you have a severe heart murmur, and you need to see a cardiologist like right away. And so he said, you know, if you kind of get your life in order and so forth and so on, the valves probably will last until you retire if you exercise and diet right and blah, 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 blah. Well, at the time of starting with P&G, I had some other significant life events, and I didn't take good care of myself. So at 27, you know, I gained like 26 pounds, and, you know, then life happened and I gained another 20 pounds over the course of 3 or 4. So anyway, I wasn't taking care of myself. I go to see the cardiologist every 6 months. So I had gone in March and everything was fine. I was still on track not to have my valves replaced until I retired. I went back in September, and when the nurse started doing the echo, she wasn't even 5 minutes into it. She said, "I gotta stop, I need to call Dr. Reed." And he said, "Well, your valves are about to blow." So March 4th of 2011, I had my aortic valve replaced and my mitral repaired. And, you know, I started working on a healthy lifestyle, but not really. I mean, I was doing it for cardiac rehab. And I retired from P&G in June of 2012. And so in July of 15, I had lost 75 pounds, and I've kept it off because I was very disciplined about it, exercised a lot. It's not a vanity thing for me. I live alone. I want to be functional on my own for as long as I can be. I want to have stamina and all of those kinds of things, and so that's why I do it. The thing that I've come to learn and love is one of the main reasons to have kids is to have grandkids. I love the opportunity to talk to my grandkids about healthy eating and diet and exercise. That's why we have dance parties. They don't know that it's to keep my body moving and their body moving. They just think that Nana's silly and we're just having a good time. I want my grandchildren to have the joys of life living with a healthy, vibrant grandmother. So I was introduced to the work of the American Heart Association by my good friend and sister Dolores Hargrove Young. And from the day I started, I was sold on the experience that I had when I did the join up with the team because of the amount of care and interest that was discussed on prevention versus treatment. The amount of work that's gone into education and helping people understand how to prevent having heart and stroke issues has just been phenomenal. When I think about the STEM program with young people, you can't get better than that. The focus on women, and then the special emphasis over the last couple years to focus on women of color. I tell people, I can't speak for women of color, but I can speak as a black woman. To have someone speaking to me in a language that I can understand about the things that I can do to take care of my heart and take care of my health means a lot. And there's been such intentional focus on that by the AHA, and I'm just so thankful for that and that I could be a part of it. People that know me know that I'm not a self-promoter. I don't like to talk about myself, but this heart thing, this health equity thing is so critically important that I wanted to share my story so that people would know and could live through someone else's experience, that with the right amount of focus, with the right amount of effort and energy, we can change things. So if I can share my little story and it helps someone to see themselves or to see someone that they love and say, we can make that change, we can do that thing, that's important. My story isn't special, it isn't all that unique, but I think it's one as an African American woman that other African American women, other women of color would say, well, if they have someone like Beverly telling her story, I should probably listen and take notice, not from Beverly, but from my doctor, from my healthcare professional. And if I don't have one, I should seek one out because I want to live my best life. The goal for me in sharing is I want everyone, every woman, every man, every child to live their very best life, and taking care of your heart and your health is the key to doing that.